What's up, everybody? Today, we're gonna be talking about the disappearance of Michael Rockefeller, a member of one of the most powerful and wealthy families in the world. He is believed to have drowned or was eaten by the Asmats, a notoriously violent tribe, during an expedition in the region of southwestern Netherlands in New Guinea. 60 years after his disappearance, and there's still a lot of misconceptions about what happened to Michael. You would think with the type of money and resources his family got, it would be easier for them to find him, but Michael completely disappeared without a trace. Before we get to know the theories of what happened to Michael, we first must start at the beginning. On February 20, 1957, 4 years before his disappearance, his father, Nelson Rockefeller, opened up the Museum of Primitive Art in New York City. It was listed as the first of its kind in the world. Michael was only 19 when the museum first opened up and became one of its board members. With his position, Michael wanted to gather artwork for his father's museum, but without going through intermediaries. He wanted to go right to the source himself to take pictures, film, and take home some of the tribe's artifacts. On October 1961, Michael traveled to Asmat with an anthropologist named Ren Wesson, carrying a load of steel and other goods to brief and or trade with the tribe people. It is believed that he visited 13 villages in 3 weeks, never spending more than 3 days in one location. He gathered hundreds of items like bows, shields, spears, and the most prized possessions, 4 scarred poles, spiritual artifacts that are often dedicated to the deceased. The scavenging trip was a success, but one trip wasn't enough, so Michael kept coming back time to time. During the time Michael was making his trips to the Asmat region, the relationship between the tribe people and the Dutch government had gone sour. A Dutch commander by the name of Max Lapre had given orders to gun down 5 members of the Asmat tribe, leaving tensions between the tribe and any outsider. On November 17, 1961, after another scavenger trip, Michael and Ren were in a 41-foot canoe about 3 miles from shore when their boat was swamped and overturned. After drifting for some time, early on November 19, 1961, Michael must have ran out of patience and didn't want to wait for help, so he told Ren, "I think I could swim to shore and get help faster," and swam away. It is believed that his boat was about 14 miles away from shore when he made the attempt to swim for help. That's pretty far, especially for a non-swimmer. This is why a lot of people believe the theory that Michael drowned from exhaustion. But if he did, his body would have been recovered by the search parties since he had 2 empty gasoline tanks tied to his belt to help him float, which were also never found. Another theory was that maybe Michael was eaten by a shark or a saltwater crocodile, but since headhunting and cannibalism were still present in some areas of Asmat in 1961 and the gasoline tanks were never found, it was starting to look like maybe Michael did make it to shore, but something more sinister had happened that we'll touch on later on. Once news of Michael's disappearance hit the outside world, the Dutch government deployed armies of ships, crews, and airplanes to search for the young man with such an important name. The Rockefeller family boarded a series of flights to New Guinea, spending over a week helping with the search mission. This became major worldwide news that even President John F. Kennedy sent condolences and offered support to the family. After searching day and night for 2 weeks straight without any luck, Michael's family flew back home, and after a month, the search party was called off and Michael was declared dead due to drowning, even though there was no evidence to that claim. Another theory, and probably the most believable, was that Michael made it to shore but ran into the wrong group of tribe people who were thirsty for revenge. Remember how that Dutch commander had ordered to gun down 5 tribe members? It is believed that Michael's death was payback for those 5 tribe members. A rumor stated that Michael was stabbed through the ribs with a spear right before being hit behind the head with an axe. According to documentation on the Asmat's headhunting ritual, they will first remove Michael's head, then slit him down the neck down his back. Legs and arms will go into the fire while the group chanted. His shredded body parts will be passed around for everyone to taste. His blood, which they saved, will be smeared all over their bodies. Once the head was fully cooked, they will scalp it, remove his brain, and eat it. Everything not eaten will be saved. Some will be used in weapons, and others as religion icons. If Michael did make it to shore and the tribe people killed him, that is the way it most likely happened. No lie, I feel bad for Michael. Not only was he killed for something he had nothing to do with, but his body was disfigured and ripped to shreds. It was also rumored that in 1979, Rockefeller's mother hired a private investigator to go to New Guinea and try to resolve the mystery of his disappearance. The reliability of this story has been questioned, so take it with a grain of salt. The rumor claims that the private investigator swapped a boat engine for the skulls of 3 men that a tribe claimed were the only white men that they had killed. The investigator returned to New York and handed these skulls to the family, convinced that one of them was the skull of Michael. If this event did actually occur, the family has never commented on it. However, the History Channel program Vanishings, it reported that Rockefeller's mother did pay a $250,000 reward to a mysterious investigator, which was offered for the final proof whether or not Michael Rockefeller was alive or dead. This story to me is crazy in a sad and unfortunate way. I feel like God is the only one who knows what really happened to Michael. Let me know what you guys think happened to Michael down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all next time.